We're taking up the topic of conditional statements in our study of reasoning and proof. And a conditional statement is written oftentimes as a if-then statement, where we've got a hypothesis that's associated with the if portion of the conditional statement. And then we have a conclusion which is associated with the then portion of the statement. And oftentimes we're using symbols for this, and these symbols would go like this: P, Q. If P being the hypothesis, then Q being the conclusion. And then, of course, we have to assess the truth value of those statements. We'll get into that in a moment. But right now, we're going to focus on identifying the hypothesis and also the conclusion. So let's look at this first sentence that we've got here. If a polygon has 6 sides, then it is a hexagon. Well, let's see. If, I see the word if a polygon has 6 sides. So I'm going to say that this is the hypothesis. If a polygon has 6 sides, then it is a hexagon. And that then helps me identify the conclusion. So P, if P, then Q. Polygon has 6 sides, that's the hypothesis. It is a hexagon, that is the conclusion. Now sometimes it's not quite as obvious as this first one was, where it started with if and then we see then in the middle. So let's read this second one. If another performance will be scheduled if the first one is sold out. Well, I see the if right here. And so my hypothesis is if the first performance, I'm going to substitute performance for 1, is sold out. So there's my hypothesis. And then my conclusion is another performance will be scheduled. So this actually serves as my hypothesis. This is my conclusion. And so then splitting that apart, then I can go back to if P, then Q. If the first performance is sold out, then another performance will be scheduled. Identifying hypothesis and conclusions in conditional statements, which are often written as if-then sentences. And next we're going to talk about the truth value of a conditional statement. You got to persevere, you got to be persistent, you got to practice, and you got to be patient.